With me is Denmark's ambassador to India. So, welcome to WION. My first question to you is about the relationship. How do you see the relationship between the two countries? We saw the Indian External Affairs Minister traveling to your country recently as well, pointing to how the relationship has been growing in past few years. So, if you can give a broad overview of the relationship.
I think Denmark and India today has a very strong relationship. Back in 2021, we established a strategic partnership. Of course, India has strategic partnerships with other countries, but I think what makes our strategic partnership unique is that it is green. So it was the first green strategic partnership between India and another country. And it also gives you an indication of what we actually cooperate on. So not only do we have a good cordial relations as two countries, but it's backed up by very concrete cooperation in a number of core areas like energy, water, maritime affairs, but also healthcare, food and agriculture. So the visit of Dr. Jaishankar to Denmark last week, I think only further underlined not only the strength of our bilateral relationship, but also the interest of both the Danish and the Indian side in doubling down on some of these cooperation areas that is of huge importance to both countries.
So the visit of the Indian External Affairs Minister came at a time when India was reeling under a terror attack, the Pahalgam terror attack, which happened last month. Now, what has been the Denmark position on the terror attack that has happened, something that has shocked India, and of course, we have seen a strong response by Indian side as well.
Well, the Danish Prime Minister and the Danish Foreign Minister were among the first foreign leaders to express their condemnation of the terror attack that happened in India. We condemn terrorism in any kind, any form, anywhere in the world, and this was indeed a truly brutal and horrific terror attack. And they also expressed, our political leaders, of course, sympathies to the Indian government and people and their condolences for the lives that were lost. So Denmark, in that sense, reacted strongly against terrorism, and in that sense, we fully stand with India in its fight against terrorism.
When it comes to the relationship, one thing that has stood out is your support when it comes to water management. How you are helping India in terms of water management, because your country has taken a global lead, and in your country there are so many examples of how to judiciously use water, which is it's becoming a scarce commodity globally as well.
Yes, and actually the cooperation takes its point of departure in the fact that this is a challenge for both our countries. So although Denmark has some, I think, good, strong experience for the past 30 years in efficient water management, we will, just like India, increasingly face problems of water scarcity, of drought. We will also face increasing problems of floods and extreme precipitation, all a result of climate change. So in that sense, it makes perfect sense for Denmark and India to cooperate. And we do have some very strong cooperation with India on water. I think we are probably India's main partner when it comes to water. We are the only country partner to the Jal Jeevan mission, but we also cooperate in a number of other areas, whether it's wastewater treatment plants, whether it's water supply, reducing leakage, or it's river rejuvenation. So Denmark is a partner to India in the whole water cycle, if you like. And we not only cooperate with the central government in Delhi, but also in many of the states at local level.
So my last question to you is, Denmark is also a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. India has been engaging with you as well. We saw the Indian External Affairs Minister speaking to his Denmark counterpart as well. But talking about your key priorities as a non-permanent member of the UNSC at a time when the world is going through a lot of conflicts, a lot of issues. There's the reform question as well, which India has been pushing as well. So what are the key priorities for Denmark?
I mean, we have a number more specific priorities relating to the UN system, but I would like to maybe say a few more words about what you mentioned on reforming the multilateral system, because this is also a Danish priority, and I want to make sure you understand that Denmark is a full supporter of India's wish to also become a permanent member of a reformed Security Council. This has been a long-standing Danish position. It's a position we still have, and we do find that with the current, let's say, turmoil we witness internationally, the shift we're seeing in international relations, there is a need to reform the multilateral system to make it more efficient, to work better to the benefit of everybody, and we hope that India will also play a key role in that process.
And priorities, sir? Anything? What's your key priorities?
First and foremost, it is to, I think, to make the multilateral system more efficient and manage some of the conflicts that we're currently seeing. Then we have some more specific priorities on, on women and peacekeeping and so on and so forth. But I think the key point that we should all reflect on now is to ensure that we don't, that the multilateral system is working and working efficiently, because we all have a shared interest in that, whether you are a small country like Denmark or a big country like India.
Well, on that note, thank you so much, sir, for speaking to WION.
My pleasure.
With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Sidhant, Sibal for WION in New Delhi.